Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you the difference between what it means to buy and sell on MetaTrader 4 real quick because, actually what came across to me when I was making this course is that I realized that, that's probably a very, very confusing portion of Forex, that people don't really tend to understand. Like, how can I buy or how can I sell and make money based off buying and selling? So I'm going to click over here and go to the top right. I click that plus button top right. So you'll notice there's a buy and a sell button on the bottom. Now, the buy, simple as this, you want to buy if you think the chart is going to go up. You want to sell if you think the chart is going to go up. There's nothing else more to it. There's definitely a lot more economic, more accounting-based calculations in the background as to what it means to buy and sell. But essentially, think about it this way: you're buying a Coke product for $5, and then you're selling, and then later in the future, you want to sell that Coke bottle for $10. So you've made $5, and that's strictly on the buy. So if that's confusing, let me point that out. Let me point that out again. For if you press the blue button, the buy by market, this is the transaction you're doing. You're essentially taking like a Coke bottle for $5, and you're waiting for the value to go up, and then you're going to sell it for $10, right? Now, forget the left red button. Forget that. I didn't talk about that at all. When I mean I'm selling off the Coke for $10, that is not sell by market. That is completely different. It's a whole different transaction. Buy by market. In fact, I'll use the term close the position because closing a position is technically what I mean by selling off the Coke bottle for $10. When you close a position, you buy the $5 Coke. It appreciates to $10, and then you close that position, right? Now, sell is very different, and it's actually what we call shorting. Now, I'm not going to go over the specifics of shorting in this course because it's not really important to what we do. We're technical traders here. We're technical and fundamental, and either way, it still doesn't matter. You can go ahead and research what it is to short if you're really, really interested in knowing. But I'm going to tell you the calculations behind if you press this button, what will it do for you. So let's head over to the trade screen. Okay, so essentially what I want to show you is that let's say we're going to use, before I know I said we're going to use a lot size of 0.30, but let's make it more simple. Or actually, no, actually, let's just leave it at 0.30 because I could do it at 1.00, which would just show you guys, like, the increase of micro pips by $1. But, you guys are more likely not going to be using a dollar per pip, per micro pip, so I want to use 0.3. Essentially, what it is that you can make money by going up and by going down. So how it works is that, let's say we started right here. Let's create like a horizontal, not horizontal. Let's create a horizontal ray at this point. What is this? 0.88173. Okay. So I'm actually going to go write that down in my text. Okay. So that's going to be 0.88173. Let's call this IP. That's initial price. Okay. And then let's say it increased all the way up to this point. So it went from up here, or let's just stop it right here. Okay. So basically what had happened was that we bought it at this price and it shot all the way up. It's now at 0.88390. Let's edit the text. How do I edit text again? Oh, here it is. Okay. CP, that's closing price. So that's 0.88390. Now the way this works is that the total amount of money is going to be the differential between the closing price and the initial price, right? So let's do 0.88390 minus 0.88173. In other words, you can just cancel out the 0.88 at the sides and just do 390 minus 173. That makes sense. And if you go to my calculator, 390 minus 173 equals 217 micropips. Okay, right? So because we're starting from the number all the way on the right, it's just simple math. It'll just be this number minus that number. That's going to be the difference of 217 micropips. Or you could say it's like 0.00217. That's like really the difference, but in micropips, that's just 217. And how we would do that is 217 times your lot size. So that's a 0.30 lot size, right? And that's just going to equal 217 times 0.30. You would have made $65. Now, I usually use a lot size of like 2. So if you had done that, that would have been 217 times 2. 217 times 2 is going to be $434, right? That's a lot of money. And the more money you put in there, the more you can make. So let's do another one, but let me show you guys in the reverse. So let's say we actually started here and the closing price was here. So that means we're shorting it or we're selling it, right? So we started selling or shorting up at this point and it went down here, okay? So you can make money, like I said, once you're going up and when you're going down, and just by pressing the buy or sell button. Now, when you press sell, you want it to go downwards. And so your initial price is going to be higher than the closing one, right? So your IP, this initial price, has to be higher than when you close it out because you want to make that money. So that's 0.88440. The closing price down here is 0.88170. Total amount is just the difference between these two. So this number is actually bigger than this one. So you could do like 170 minus 440, but that's going to give you a negative number. So it would just be better for you to just do 440 minus 170. Right? This is just simple math. So 440 minus 170, that's going to be 270 micropips times your lot size is 0.30. And that's just 270 times 0.30. And that'll give you $81. Okay? So I would have made $81. If I had done it at a $2 lot size, that would have been, 270 times 2? What is that, 540, I think? Just guessing. Yeah, 540. I'm a genius. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it works. You can make money as it's going up. You can make money as it's going down. And this is how traders, they'll use like technical analysis to tell whether or not it's going up or not or down. So like what you can see here, I don't think I've gone over this yet, but what you can see here is that this is like a double bottom. People will predict this kind of shape right here, and it'll be like, okay, it's about to go up. So they'll buy right here and close the trade up at here. See what I'm saying? And they made this differential. So hopefully this kind of makes sense to you guys. You can make money off of it going up and off of it going down. So we go back to MetaTrader. If we go back to MetaTrader, you press the buy button if you want it to go up. You press the sell button if you want it to go down. All right. So perfect. Actually, another thing I want to show you. So like I said, market execution. Market execution is if you want to buy it right now. I think I explained this in another video, but I'm just going to go over it again quickly. So market execution is if you wanted to buy it right now. Instantly, you're going to get into the position. A buy stop is if you anticipate it to go up. So you're going to set a certain price level that if it hits that price level and keeps going up, then you're going to be in profit. So if you want to wait, and wait until it hits a certain price level, you insert the price right here, right? And then if you're waiting for it to shoot down and you want it to hit a certain price level, you insert the price right here. Press place. Obviously, you can edit your lot size and all of that. And yeah, so okay. And I'm definitely gonna go over that more in depth in another videos.